let's talk about three things: willpower, habit, and momentum. And I think that this is super important for myself, just as a reminder, but also for that business owner who's struggling, that entrepreneur who they're going after their adventures, and they're at a point where they can either make it or break it. And what I mean by that for an entrepreneur specifically is your business has plateaued, meaning that plateau actually is decline. You're losing sales, you're losing market share, you're losing brand awareness to your competitors, to the market, naturally, because you're not growing, you're not sustaining, you're not scaling, you're not putting the efforts that you need in the right places, such as marketing, operations, and scaling, expanding your team, firing off the people who shouldn't be on the team anymore, and so on and so forth. And so with that being said, it's really tough to be in that situation where you, as the owner, founder, entrepreneur, the one that's driving the mission, driving the cause, driving your idea into the world, into this reality, into the marketplace, you get to a place in your entrepreneur journey where it's like this, and you don't know if you should continue or quit, right? And I like to say that you should never quit, right? You're only gonna get one step closer to your dreams by never quitting. And so, this goes back to the three things I wanted to talk about today, which is just a reminder for myself and also to my children as well, if they ever see this video, which I'm sure they will. So, three things, right? If you're at that point, you're struggling, you're just, you're one breakthrough away, that's gonna change everything for you in your business. It starts with your willpower, the habits that you sustain, develop, and cement. And also, the last one, which is momentum, unlocking momentum, okay? It starts with willpower though. Today, right, it's like 6 a.m. right now. I woke up at 4 a.m. I've been starting a new routine for myself for the past couple of weeks, where I wake up anywhere between 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. and I go after my day, right? There's a philosopher's quote that said, treat each day as if it was your last, because how do you know that it's not, right? And that's not verbatim, that's just a mix of what's in my mind right now, but I tackle every single day as if it was my last. I do my best to maximize my days every day I wake up. And I obviously start with gratitude. I personally do meditation, and I also work out. And right now, I just finished my workout, my morning workout. And I didn't want to get up today and work out. I was literally debating. I woke up 4 a.m., I meditated, I got in my supplements that I take, and I debated. I was like, should I work out? Should I go on my run? Should I do my sprints? Should I do my pull-ups? Should I do my body workouts? All that stuff. And regardless of what I said in my mind, I just said I gotta do it. I forced myself to do it because where I'm at in terms of my workout routine right now is I'm restarting. I'm recovering from a hernia injury right now, and some wrist sprains, and I haven't been able to work out, both top and bottom. And so right now I'm in the phase of my life where I'm restarting. I am cultivating my habits again, redefining them, solidifying them. And the way that I'm rewiring it is by waking up early in the morning, going after my day, starting with my mind and my body, and forcing myself against what I want to do, against what the mind says to do, so that way I can really solidify my future for myself, okay? So that starts with force of will, right? It starts with willing yourself to do things that you don't want to do, regardless of any obstacles, challenges, anything that's in the mind, saying no, whatever, and going after it, because you know that your future self is going to thank you later. Okay, so that's what I'm doing right now, actively. And the second thing, right, habit, because once you start to instill force of will, you start to use your willpower to do what you need to do in order to benefit your future self. It's just about doing it over and over again, consistently, developing that habit, developing that routine, right? Sooner than later, as long as I'm consistently doing what I gotta do, right? Enacting my willpower against my own benefits, so that way I can, against the things I don't want to do, so that way I can receive the benefits in the future, it's gonna start to develop into a habit. And as long as I don't break those habits with excuses and reasons and whatever, then it's gonna sooner than later start to feel good. It's gonna start to benefit me. It's gonna start to reflect in my own mindset. It's gonna start to reflect in my family. It's gonna start to reflect in my social circles. It's gonna start to reflect in everything I do, everything I touch in my life, simply because there's a quote that I like to say when it comes to marketing, but this is just for everything. It's universal for me, is whatever you reflect into the world is what you attract back in. So if I'm developing my own habits, I'm mastering myself, I am forcing myself to do things that I know will benefit me in the long run, but in the short term it's going to be painful, then that's okay, and I'm willing to do it. And I know for a fact, because I believe 100% that it will go into everything I want to do, or everything that I'm going to touch, and that's for myself, it's for everyone around me, it's for my family, it's for my businesses, etc. So it's habit, right? Habit. Last one, after you establish habit because of your force, the force of will, because of your willpower, you unlock momentum, right? And the reason why I say that is because it's always harder to start, right? Especially when you're, you know that you need to do something, because it's going to benefit you. It's going to benefit your lifestyle, your mind, body, spirit, everything, your businesses, all that stuff, right? It's always harder to start, and it's very painful in the beginning. But as long as you stick with it and you continuously execute, staying obsessed with your goals, right? And the outcome that you want to achieve for yourself, you want to bring that into your reality, it's going to snowball into momentum, right? And you're going to start to reap the rewards of momentum. Okay, so it's always harder to start, but just get started. That's it, right? There's a quote. They say, it's a funny quote, because this was like one of the first quotes I ever heard when I started to learn about personal development, entrepreneurship in 2013. And the quote is like this, you don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. Okay, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great, right? And greatness comes from within. It comes from what you are doing, your actions that you take. So for me, I want to attain greatness. I want to fulfill my potential. I want to continue to start the hard things that I don't want to do, and then from there, let my actions speak louder and attain the greatness that I choose, right? Attain the greatness that I desire. And that could be in several different aspects, right? I'm not going to go into the details of it in this video, but what is greatness to you, right? That should be a question for yourself, especially as an entrepreneur, a business owner, someone that is, creating and helping the ecosystem in your society and in your community, whatever that is, wherever you're at. Like, entrepreneurship is on the rise, and it's really become status quo in these last couple of years. But the thing is, at the end of every day, right, what moves the world is people. It's people like you. It's entrepreneurs, business owners, founders, creators, people who have a message, a positive message that they want to share with the world. You have to take care of yourself first. You have to pour into yourself. You have to sacrifice to succeed. And sacrificing meaning that, when it comes down to two choices, should I go outside, work out, or should I just stay in and do whatever? Which one am I going to choose, right? In those moments of decisions when your destiny is shaped. And so when it comes to each decision that you make, there's a compound effect, whether it's negative or positive, that's up to you, right? There's a great book on this called The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. You should read it if you haven't picked it up just yet. And so that right there, it's going to compound into everything that you do in your life. So, just to wrap up this video, 3 things to instill every single day, no matter what, is force of will, especially when you want to create momentum with anything that you want to do, right? Anything that you want to accomplish, whatever that goal is, whatever that result is. Force of will. Start by forcing yourself, using your willpower to enact change in your own life, to be the catalyst to change for yourself. Second one, when you continue to be consistent, you take action consistently, you're doing things consistently that's going to help your future self, benefit your future self. It becomes a habit, right? I think it's like 66 days, 67 days, 66 days. It becomes a habit, solidifies your foundation. You're a pillar in yourself, mindset, body, spirit, you name it, whatever. Third thing, after you establish habit, is momentum. You unlock momentum. You reap those rewards. So doing that consistently over and over again in anything you want to do in your life will reap benefits beyond your wildest dreams. And I know that for a fact in anything that you do in your life. So go after it, crush it, dominate your path, and make it happen. Let's get it. I wanted to do this video because I'm literally starting from day one again. Chapter 20 knowledge, chapter 1 experience. And I'm restarting my personal brand. I was doing a daily vlog for 5 years, and well, it's like really 8 years, and I stopped doing it. And so I'm literally starting from day one. It feels scary, it feels painful, it feels uncomfortable, but I just know that I gotta do it. And so this vlog series I'm gonna be doing is just my mind, my thoughts that I'm wrestling with, but also experience from over a decade of entrepreneurship and business, mentorship, coaching, all these different things from 7 figures to 9 figures. And so I've been very blessed and grateful to have mentors at those levels. And so right now, you know, I'm back at square one with this social media game. I'm gonna enjoy the process, committing to the process and enjoying it. All right, so if you like these types of videos, follow, ask a question if you have one. If you need help with scaling your business, book a call if you want. But I'm gonna get back into my habit, into my routine of documenting, of creating content, of just doing my best to put out good value for those on this same journey that I am on, and we'll see what happens. But do it. Start today. Whatever it is for your goals and dreams, don't let anyone else's noise cancel yours. All right, go after it and get it done. Let's go.